Yo, what is up guys, this is Skills. In today's video we got you back with another 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross video. Now, before we get into today's video, I do apologize once again that I have been really busy with work and a lot of things getting ready for school, so my schedule's been off a little bit, but I will get right back into it. So going back to the grind of making videos, this video is going to be basically about talking about the main 5 units that have just came out from the slime collab. Now we're going to talk about how good they are and if they actually are worth summoning for. The main ones that you'll be summoning for are these main 4 right there. Lilia is in the banner, but you can get her free to play for I think like 3 or 4 times, so she's still really good to have as well. You know, she's an original character, so definitely go for it if you can. So that's actually really good. But let's actually get into the main cards. So the first one I want to talk about is Rim Rouge, Slime Rim Rouge. So he's actually really good, especially for the new Ifrit, or however you want to say his name, the boss raid for that. He's good because he's gonna basically he cleanses a single enemy's buffs and stands and inflicts 400% damage. That's actually good. Then the second thing, he heals. So heals all allies by 300% of attack and prevents debuffs on 2 turns. So that's really good. Now I'm pretty sure with what I've been seeing, Ifrit is actually really like OP with all his buffs that he gets. I've only seen a little bit of it. I haven't even done it myself, so I've just been too busy. I haven't been able to grind the game. But let me know in the comments below if the actual boss raid is really hard for you or if it's pretty easy. So just let me know in the comments below. But now his ultimate, Black Lightning, inflicts 630% damage to a single enemy and reduces the ultimate gauge by 3. That's good. Black Lightning is really good, honestly. Taking away gauge and doing that much damage is actually really good. Then you have his passive. So passive is allies recover 5% of their missing HP at the beginning of each turn. Now that is a super important thing, honestly. Like, you need health, especially if you're gonna be fighting against someone who can like take out your health like crazy. The relationships, of course, Meliodas and Elizabeth, so you can use them for sure together. So that's the first one. Rim Rouge, Slime Rim Rouge is pretty decent. Definitely can say he would be useful. Next one is Maru. So Maru as a 3-star. Let's go all the way there. Crossfire inflicts 275% damage on a single enemy and applies weakness. Weakness is going to increase damage done to targets with debuffs times 3. Super good on that, honestly. His second skill is Rising Dragon, reduces all enemies' defense related skills by 40% for 3 turns. He's good because you'll be destroying the Ifrit raid with defense, or even anything else that you're playing with him, like, you know, like in PvE or PvP. You'll be destroying defense, so it's good. You definitely want to do that so you can attack more with other units. The next one is Black Flame Jail. Inflicts 560% damage to a single enemy and ranks down their skills. Also, reduces the ultimate gauge by the number of skills affected. Not too sure on how that would be depending on how many skills it can take down, but if it can affect the ultimate gauge and you can do like 2 or 3 skills, that's actually really helpful and would do a decent amount of damage. His passive, damage increases by 3% for each skill used, stacks up to 10 times. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to keep on going or if once he gets hit, it's going to reset. I'm not too sure. It doesn't really clarify it here, but that's still really good. Damage increases by 3% for each skill used. Really good, honestly. Then you have the next unit, Millium. So this is the Demon Lord herself. So with a 3-star attacks, Firestorm inflicts 400% damage on a single enemy, applies Fatal. So Fatal increases critical damage times 2. So that's actually really good. Quick Wind inflicts 200% damage to all enemies and seals ultimate moves for 2 turns. So they can't attack you, basically. That's actually good. That's actually super good, actually, because if Ifrit's gonna super you or ultimate you, you can seal that. That's actually amazing. The next thing here is her actual ultimate itself. Her ultimate inflicts 350% damage to all enemies and applies detonation. Additional 15% damage per ultimate gauge point that the target has. So additional 15% damage per ultimate gauge. So if they have 5, that's an insane amount. That's okay. That's actually really good. I wish I had her. I wish I could like showcase her too, but she seems like she's actually really good. Her passive, the Only Dragon Demon. Alright, so critical damage increases by 8% for each skill used. So she's the same as Maru, I think. Basically where he was 5%, she's 8%, and it can stack up to 10 times. Really good. She has no relationships with anyone, which is understandable because this is just a collab for this. So you can put anyone honestly under her if you wanted, if you do run her, that is. So that's that's the next character. She's actually really decent herself. I'll give her that. And of course, like I said, I don't think I said it before, but if you guys want to go ahead and check out the actual link in the description below for the website itself, it is, of course, the Grand Cross website. I'll leave it in the description for translations, of course, so you guys know to go over here whenever you need something, or whenever you need like clarification, or you can rewatch my videos whenever you do want, if that helps out as well. But to get into the next unit, Lilia, the original character. She is pretty decent. So she inflicts 300% damage on a single enemy and reduces attack related skills by 40% for 2 turns. So you would definitely get hit for a decent amount of attack, but it wouldn't be as much as it normally would be with this. Her next one, Requiem, increases the damage taken by all enemies by 50% for 3 turns. That's actually super good. Now her ultimate is crazy. Her ultimate is probably one of the best things I've ever seen, because it inflicts 350% damage to all enemies and ranks down their skills. Also, reduces the ultimate gauge by the number of skills affected. So let's just say Ifrit, if you are fighting Ifrit and he has 5 skills open, you're going to take out all 5 ultimate gauges and you're going to reset him back to his main start. That is buff. Like, that is super buff if that's possible to be done. So I give her that, honestly, and that ultimate looks beautiful. So I'll give her 100%, support for that, because she's good. Then her passive, Darkness, reduces attack-related skills of all enemies in PvP by 16%. So PvP is something you should definitely use her for, because she reduces attack-related skills. So if there's buffs on the enemy that have more extra attack, she can take that away by 16%. That's actually really good. She's with Hendrickson and Merlin, so that's actually good. Now I'm not sure. I don't know how far you guys got into the story event, but she actually can transform in the story. Now I'm not sure she can do that actually by herself, which I wish she did, because she looked pretty boss on that. But it seems like you definitely wouldn't be able to do that for her, which is okay, because she's still really good as the way she plays, of course. So I'll definitely give her that. Super good unit. I can definitely say that for sure. But now the next character is the last character for the whole collab. Now, before I do get into that, guys, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching today's video as well. If you guys are new to the channel, and if you haven't already, make sure to hit that red subscribe button, guys. We're getting very closer and closer to 6,000 subs, guys. We're going to get there very, very soon. Just got to keep on grinding out. Of course, drop a like onto today's video if you guys do agree with anything I do say. If not, let's talk about it in the comments below and see what you guys feel about these certain units, and if you already have them. So the next one is Rim Rouge. You already know Rim Rouge, the main character of the whole slime show itself. Super good, character in the show. In this, he's a Meliodas, basically. So if you open up Meliodas, because I do want to talk about this as well. I've done it before in the video prior to these. So let's just say the ultimate, right? So ultimate, it cleanses enemies, targets, buffs, and stance changes, inflicts 490% damage to a single target, and stuns for 1 turn. So if you look at Meliodas, cleanses enemies, target, buffs, and stance changes, inflicts 490% damage to a single target, and stun for 1 turn. Basically, I think that's exactly the same words too. Okay, so that's actually good. The next one, let's talk about the first skill. Inflicts 450% damage on a single enemy and applies burst. Increases damage done to targets with buffs times 2. Super good if your enemies buffed like crazy. Meliodas only does 600% damage to the target. The second one is Arrest. This is actually decent. So prevents debuff effects for 2 turns and taunts the enemy. So taunt is going to direct all attacks to yourself, and then recover 50% of missing HP at the beginning of the next turn. That's a lot. 50% is a lot. So I'll give that benefit of the doubt, honestly. Like, I've seen this being used against me, and I can for sure say, like, it's actually useful. I've gotten around it, though, because Meliodas does a lot of damage, so I've beaten Rim Rouge for sure on that. So the next one right here is going to be their Fate. It is with Meliodas, and it is really cool, honestly. So this cleanses an enemy's target's buffs and stance changes, inflicts 560% damage to a single target, and stun for 1 turn. So it prevents all actions, of course. You've seen it. It's like Hawk running around. You're like dizzy. That's basically what that is. So that's actually good, especially for their Fate together. I'll give them an A+ for that, especially how it looks too. Then the passive for this unit is when an ally takes damage, defense related skills increase by 8% at the beginning of the next turn, and it can stack up to 5 times. So that's actually good for being a support, basically like that, because defense is really important. Of course, attack is mainly important as well, doing a lot more damage, but defense is good, especially if it's going to keep on increasing 8% at the beginning of the next turn. So that's actually good. I can definitely say Rim Rouge is really good. Now, that's basically like a Meliodas in my sense, based off of like the ultimate and fate, but that's just me though. You might think differently, but I'm glad that I have this Meliodas more than this Rim Rouge anyway. But Rim Rouge will never come back again, most likely, because these are event-based units, so every unit that you see right here will not come back, honestly. Lilia might, maybe at one point, since she's an original character, but I'm not too sure 100%. But that's gonna do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments below if you guys did enjoy and you guys understand how strong these units are, or how bad they are, honestly. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about them as well. Definitely does help me out as well to understand these units. So if you guys did enjoy, guys, and if you haven't already, make sure to drop a like onto today's video. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. Getting close to 6,000 subs, you know, slowly but surely we're definitely gonna get there. But hit the bell button to get notified on my videos if you guys do enjoy those as well. So that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys next time.